What's going on, everybody? It is Juan from Raven Dress Solutions here with another video. In today's video, I want to talk to you about how do I stay motivated as not just as an entrepreneur, but as a business owner, as a drone service provider, that kind of stuff. And really, the short answer is that I'm not always motivated. Like, I'll be honest with you. Some people ask me, well, Juan, you have like the best job in the world. You literally just fly basically a toy around and you get paid for it, right? That's every guy's dream job, right? Well, here's the thing. That's only like 20 to 30% of what I'm doing. Actually, scratch that. Not even 20%. The fact is, there's a lot of unsexy moments in the drone industry. As much as I love what I do, and trust me, if I didn't love it, I would have quit a long time ago. I would not have put myself through the stress if I didn't love it. But yeah, it's not always sexy. It's not always fun. It's not always entertaining. There are times where I am out doing, like, especially cell tower inspections. Cell tower inspections, they get boring. They get boring quick. I'm not gonna lie to you. You can make decent money with cell towers, but yeah, I'm letting you know right now, it's not necessarily the funnest thing to do. Mapping, also, not the funnest thing to do. Half the time you're sitting there watching the drone, take the pictures, and you're just trying to make sure that it doesn't hit anything, which does happen. But look, there are days that I wake up and I'm like, oh my God, I really don't feel like doing this. There are days, I get burnt out. There are days that I'm just totally burnt out. There are days that I wake up, I didn't sleep much the night before because I was out driving Uber, or, whatever the case might be. I had a long day, and it was a rough day. Let's just say I didn't get a chance to do as much as I wanted to. Let's just say, I was supposed to fly 3 missions out, and I only flew 2 because, something happened, which happens all the time. It does kind of play into your mood a bit because you're like, oh man, that's money lost, or whatever the case might be. So yeah, how do I stay motivated? Well, it's not about being motivated, it's about being disciplined. It's about showing up even when it's not fun, when it's not sexy. And I'm actually going to do a video on like the similarities that I see with entrepreneurship and marriage. Some people are going to laugh. Some people that are very red pill, they're gonna call me an idiot or whatever. It is what it is. I don't care. But same thing with my marriage. It's not always fun. It's not always exciting. It's not always easy. Anybody that's been married will tell you. It's not always fun. There's a lot of tense moments that you're gonna have. But guess what? I still have to show up. I still have to put in my effort. I still have to nurture that relationship, or if not, what's the point in getting married in the first place? So yeah, it's not about being motivated, it's about being disciplined. So for me, a lot of times things happen and I don't particularly want to go and do it. Let's just say if a tower that I did, they're like, hey, listen, I'm sorry, but that tower did not come out good, you got to do it again. And by the way, we're not paying you any extra. Well, I got to do it. There's other times where, for example, weather, or let's just say, you have a difficult customer, which happens all the time, by the way. And you did the shoot, and they didn't like it, and they point out things or whatever. Or it's a million different scenarios that can happen. And guess what? You still got to show up. You still got to do it. You still got to do what you're supposed to be doing. Today I was doing a couple cell towers. I was supposed to do 3. I was only able to do 1 because, time constraints. And then the other thing is, the first tower I went to, there was workers there, so I couldn't do anything. And then the other tower that I didn't get a chance to finish is because for some reason my control didn't have a whole lot of battery left. I don't know. I left the charging overnight, but anyway, it happens. And then on top of that, I had to drive basically an hour away for another shoot, for a real estate shoot. And I mean, in a way, I almost felt like calling it off and saying, look, man, I'm sorry, but, you know, I got a lot of things on my plate. And on top of that, you know, I got other things to do afterwards. So, I mean, I don't think I'm going to make it tonight. But no, I said, no, you're going to do this. Okay. And I was able to do it. But look, it's just a lot of, one thing that I noticed today is this short-term thinking. You have a lot of guys that want to get rich quick, and it's this social media epidemic, I'm going to call it. A lot of people they want that instant gratification. They want the likes, they want the fame, they want the money, they want everything very quickly, and they expect it to be always fun, and it's not always fun. And we see this the same thing with relationships. People want it to be where it's a honeymoon phase 100 like all the time, and that's not the way it works. A lot of times, once the honeymoon phase wears off, I mean, if you've been married or if you've been in a long-term relationship, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's not always fun, but you still maintain that relationship because you know it's the right thing to do, and because the hard work that you put in is what you get out of it. You know, a lot of people today, they have this sound bite of, well, if it's not for you or if you're not happy, then leave. And I get it to a certain extent, but there also comes to a point where the hard work that you put in and the outcome, that's what makes you happy. Because, you know, easy things come and go, and that's what a lot of people don't realize is that, you know, easy come, easy go. If that relationship is easy to get into, guess what? It's a good chance that it's going to be very easy to get out of. You know, if it was easy money, guess what? You can lose it very easily as well. That's why, for example, gambling. You know, gambling, yeah, it's easy money, but guess what? Just as quickly as you want it, you can lose it. So, you know, look, quick and easy isn't going to cut it. Quick and easy, it doesn't equal long-term success. And a lot of us know this, but we choose to go the easy route. And, you know, I think a lot of people, they always expect to be motivated. That's just not the way it works. When I was in the Marine Corps, I wasn't always motivated. A lot of times I hated the Marine Corps. A lot of times I woke up and I was like, I don't want to shave. I don't want to go to formation. I don't want to do PT. I don't want to go to work. I'm tired. I'm burnt out. You know, I mean, when I was doing embassy security duty, I mean, we were pulling all kinds of crazy hours. You know, sleep was not paramount during my 3 years there. Guess what? I still had to show up to work. I wasn't always motivated, but I had to show up to work. Even if it was coffee that got me through the day, it doesn't matter. I still had to show up. And same thing with my business. You know, I wake up every day and I hit the ground running, and I have to, because at the end of the day, it's my business. It's my baby. I'm the one that has to nurture it, no one else. Even, you know, my wife works extremely hard every day to help my business, but it's not her responsibility. You know, it's not on her, it's on me. So I gotta, you know, when I wake up every morning, I tell myself, look, get up, make your bed, get in the you know, make your breakfast, all that stuff, get in the shower, and get to work. Because if you don't do that, when you start skipping out on things, that's when you're going to start skipping out on everything else. It's like when I don't go to the gym, and I'm guilty of this. Okay, I hit the gym for a good couple months, and then that one day I don't go, and then that one day turns into 2, and then 3, and then before you know it, I haven't gone in a while. So I mean, it's the same thing. It's like, you know, you're not always motivated to go to the gym, but you go because you feel better afterwards. You understand that if you don't go, well, that's going to kill your gains. And, you know, it's the same thing when you're running your own business. If you don't get up in the morning and do what you're supposed to be doing, well, that's a hit on your company. So, yeah, there's not much to say about this. I mean, I think anybody that knows what it's like to run a business, or you've done anything, whether you've played sports, you've been in a long relationship, you've had a job that you care about, you've been in the military, or you have your own business, you understand what it's like, and you know for a fact that you're not always going to be motivated to do it. But if you maintain your discipline, you maintain that routine, that's what's going to equal long-term success. Because at the end of the day, it's all about consistency. You know, if consistency and dedication, it beats hard work. It really does. I mean, hard work is important, don't get me wrong, but, you there's a lot of people that they put in a lot of hard work at the very beginning and then they quit. Okay, it happens. You got to put hard work every day, and you got to be consistent. It's just like posting content on social media and YouTube. Well, you got to stay consistent if you want to stay relevant. Other than that, algorithms won't work for you. Nothing will work for you. So definitely, those are things you got to keep in mind. And look, I've only been in business for a year, and like I can tell you right off the bat, not always motivated to wake up and do what I got to do, but I got to do it because at the end of the day, I got people depending on me. Got my wife depending on me. The people that doubted me, well, guess what? It's a motivating factor to show them that I was able to do it despite their doubts or their criticism. So yeah, that's pretty much all I got to say about it. Let me know what you think down in the comments. Is there anything you would add? Is there anything that any experiences that you've had in regards to this topic? Do you disagree? Do you think that you should always be motivated or not? I mean, tell me. Hit me one of these. Subscribe. Share this video with anybody that might find it useful. I'd really appreciate it, and stay tuned for the next one.